the brothers and sisters here. Now, this is a book I just, purchased. It's called Conspiranoia. Conspiranoia. The Mother of All Conspiracy Theories by Devin Jackson, right? And I was just, turning through the pages, how it is when a spirit just have you, look through your books and end up finding points like that. I found a couple good points already. This is on page 75. It's World War One, the Great War of 1914 to 1918, a result of Europe having been goaded into conflict by the international bankers. That's why I have them up here, man. That's one of the financial bankers that kicked these wars off. Like the Rothschilds, see, who wanted to create profits and economic chaos to gain further power. Right, that's called auto ab chaos. Right, and that was one of the not the first move that they made. The first move was 1776 New World Order. Then Rothschilds, what is it? Mayim M. Shell Bauer, if I'm not mistaken, sending the sons out to govern the banks. Slakia. But yeah, and the whole plan was to bring in the New World Order, and World War One was one of the strategic pieces that they you know that they put into play. So I'm gonna bring out this Job chapter 20. Start at verse 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." Right. So they took joy in doing that, man. And they, they working on their third world war, and they've been rejoicing in it and shit, man. But the Lord said it's only gonna be for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, Slakia, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? That's talking about them Edomite devils, man. Them crackers, man. The Rothschilds being the head family. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Right, so the white man gonna be wiped out ultimately, man. So the Rothschild doing this agenda with the auto ab KO to bring about this new world order, and the Third World War was gonna kick everything off into high gear. They gonna eventually end up being put to death after they served slavery for 1,000 years. So the triumphing of the wicked is gonna be short, man. They got a short-term time lived. I'm gonna jump to verse 12. The wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. That's his secret agenda, the New World Order. It says, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat and his bowels is turned, it is the gall of the apes within them. It says, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up. And he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast him out of his belly. Right, so all the riches that the Rothschilds took in the international banking families, banking families, all the riches that he took, all the gold that they hoarded up, they gonna get that shit right back to Israel, man. I'm gonna jump. This is verse 18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. That's the New World Order, because that's the ultimate goal, to put Israel back in slavery. We're really to put Israel back in slavery, but during the process, they're gonna be wiping Israel out, man. They wouldn't mind wiping Israel out totally, though. It says, that which he laid before shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, Israel, because he had violently taken away the house which he built not right. America wasn't theirs, the land of Israel wasn't theirs. It says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desired. It says, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods, right? Because they're going to, America ultimately going to end up being cut off, man, from the trade markets, man. And the fullness of its sufficiency, because America is going to be like is part of that, is the woman that's riding on that beast, and that beast is, EU, the EU, man. And ultimately, America is going to be destroyed. It says, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, right? Because they're using America as the number one pawn. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. That's the Lord's people. When they get that power. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. That's talking about the nuclear missiles. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of the gall. Terrors are upon him, right? The nuclear missiles gonna come out them silos, and it's gonna be a terror to America, man. So yeah, I'm gonna just stop right there so I get back to the book. It says, it says, like the Rothschilds wanted to create profits and economic chaos to gain further power. And they gained further power. They funded all the wars. They funded both sides of the wars and profited from it, man. This is World War II. It says the Second World War, 1939 to 1945, instigated, some claim, by the Jewish bankers and communists who wanted to create profits by bringing the United States out of the Depression. And that's a true statement. They was trying to bring America up out of the Depression, man, by starting wars. But, America went back into a recession, the 2008 financial crash. And what was the next thing that they did again? They started another war. But now this is the war for, play for keeps. They still, going at it with the nations, and they trying to implement this new world order, man. So, let me see. Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant, and he did that with the children of Israel, man. But not only did he do that with the children of Israel, he doing that with the nations. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And that's the lie that they use. Oh, we fighting terrorists. The Twin Towers got bombed. The terrorists did it, and Bush sent the troops over there to take the resources. But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, and everybody believed it. Yet were they drawn swords, right? Because they had an agenda, man. It says, let me see. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1. What's the Habakkuk? I'm slack here. Oh, Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Right, and that's what the elites did, man. They brought about they bringing about a new world order through the deceit of the agenda of Otto Abkeo. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, right? They, ultimately they took our lands and everything by violence first, man. But now they taking other nations, and the Lord using them to take the other nations, so the nations can rise up against them for this battle, so that we can, in the end, when you have a shot come back, take everything back. It says they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage, right? And they oppressed us. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, Esau, for which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil. Right, so you white people go get what y'all got coming to y'all, man. You know. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Let me see. I might be able to get one more scripture out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. But yeah, man, that's the elite's agenda, man, to bring about these wars. One, well, ultimately to bring about the wars for the new world order, but for financial gain, they took over the world, because now they were able to pay everybody off, and run nations and put nations in debt by taking over the money. But that's it for the lesson. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to brothers doing in truth and sincerity. Akyam, this is just me looking through this book. This is a good book. There's many more points up in here. All right then.